In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to create a new database in Microsoft SQL Server and then connect the database from a C#.NET desktop application. To do this, you have to use an editor where C#.NET is installed. Here I am using Visual Studio Community Edition. First of all, we will create the database and a table inside the database and insert some data. To do this, you go to the View menu and click on SQL Server Object Explorer. Okay. Here, if you expand the server and click on the database and click on System Database, then you can see this is the system database and it's a desktop database. First of all, I will create a new database. For creating new database, just right click on it and click Add New Database. Here you can choose the database location or keep the default location. I am keeping the default location here and I set the database name here. New DB. Okay, now I will click on it. Okay, here you can see the new database is already generated. Now expand the database and expand the table section. Right click on the table and click Add New Table. Table structure is loading here. Here you can see the structure of the table is appeared here. By default, one key is generated, that is ID, and it is a primary key. And according to the tutorial, our database will contain 4 fields: ID, title, publication, and price. So now I will create other 3 fields. Title, which will be worker, it will be not now, and next field is publication. Worker 50. And price. And the price, data type of the price field will be decimal. Okay. After creating the fields and the data type, you have to press on this update button and click on update database button. Okay, our database table is created and table name is book, and again click on the update button and update database. Okay, the table is appeared here. Now add some record into the database. Our table is book, so right click on the book table and click on the view data and add some record. Record 2. Okay, two recorders are added here. Now if you go to the tutorial, this step is completed. Now I will design the form with 3 levels. So go to the form design section, just resize the form according to your requirement and go to the tool section. From the toolbox, add 3 levels here: level 1, level 2 and level 3. Okay, now go for the next step, add the code window. To do this, double click on the form. The code window is appeared here. From here, you have to add this class into your project. So I will copy this one, SQL client, to make connection with the database. These are not necessary, so you can delete this. Okay, and from the form load section, copy the code and add inside the form load method. Okay, in the code, first variable is declared for creating the database connection, and then the CNN variable is used for SQL database connection, and in the connection string variable, which is a string, here the string the required the connection string is defined here, and here you have to modify something. First of all, the database name, our database name was newDB, so I will type here newDB, and data source, I am using it. So to do this, you have to first click on rename and the copy the string and set it here in the data source section. Okay, and in this line the object CNN is initialized with new SQL connection, and open method will create connection with the database if the string database connection string and database name is properly assigned. Here the SQL command method is used to retrieve the data of the record 1 where the book ID is 1. And the execute non-query method is used to execute this SQL command. And next, while loop is used to read the values from the return, read the value from the query result. By using execute reader method, the data of the select query will be retrieved, and while loop is used to display the content of the record 1 into 3 levels that was designed earlier in our form. Okay, after displaying the data, you have to close the database connection. Here, close method is used to close the database connection. Okay, now save all the files and check the code is working or not. To do this, click on the start button. If everything is okay, then this data will be appear from the database table. Now I will close the connection, and again if I change the ID value to 2, save the file, and if you check the records of 2, the value is learning Python. Again I will execute the code. Here you can see the record value of the second record has been appeared here. In this way, you can make connection with the SQL Server using C#.NET code and read records from any existing database table. Hope this will help you to learn database connection and working with database tables. Thank you for watching.